Hello everybody, my name is Sam K, and I would like to welcome you to a video about Bad Game Sunday. Now, obviously, I released the trailer for the Bad Game Sunday Remastered called Bad Game Sunday Presents Remnants. Now, of course, this is kind of a surprise to so many people because back in 2020, I was supposed to release Season 5. So let's talk about what happened and why we're right here, right now, and Season 5 isn't out yet. So, it should go without saying, 2020 was kind of a year that none of us expected to happen. So, what ended up happening in March, whenever we went into lockdown, Bad Game Sunday was not finished with its filming. And because it wasn't finished with its filming, I started to really look at some stuff. One, I looked at the video, realized that I wanted to up the ante a lot more this time. So I got the Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro 12K. I also started looking at the script a lot more in depth and all that. And I've rewritten the Bad Game Sunday script several times, guys. Maybe I'll make a video sometime of like the developer's diary of making Bad Game Sunday from 2015 to now. Essentially, what happened is I realized that the story that I had at that time was too dark. I've always wanted to steer Bad Game Sunday into a direction of being a little bit darker, having a little bit more mature storytelling, a little bit more mature themes, all that kind of stuff. But I went from that action comedy goofiness all the way to something that was like way out of the safe zone. It was like a complete 180. And I can't really do that in the season that's supposed to be kind of leading into that. So I decided to rewrite it, make it a little bit less dark. Season 6 is pretty dark as it is, but it's not nearly as harsh. It feels more like it's slowly descending as opposed to just pushing you right off the edge. So with all that, I started realizing that the footage that we already had, it was not going to cut it for this season. For one thing, it was shot at 6K with this camera right here that is now my desk camera. And I wanted it to be 12K so that I could downscale it to 8K for YouTube stuff. And eventually down the line, I am going to release a 12K version. I already have a preset picked out, and I have hard drives to store all of the original footage and the project files and the audio files and everything that I need so that I can release the 12K version later down the line, kind of like Remnants. So, with all that being said, right now there's about 25 to 30% of the footage is completed for Season 5. That is why I've actually been gone for so long. Working on that, working on the writing, doing everything like that. It's been eating up my time along with, normal life stuff, my regular job, just existing as a human. It's just been taking up time, guys. And it's one of those things, I have to really work through. And there have been a couple times that I've gone here to sit down to start recording, and I end up editing Bad Game Sunday instead. It's nuts. So I'm going to push the release date. Obviously, I didn't make the 2020 deadline. It's not going to come out in 2021 either. But it's possible that it could come out in 2022, but I'm not going to promise that. So I'm actually going to aim for a 2024 release date. I know, that's pretty far out, guys. I know that you guys have been waiting. I know that you're ready for it. I'm ready for it myself. But it's going to take time. This is the most advanced season that I ever had. There's stuff like Foley and ADR and re-recording voices because the sound on set wasn't sufficient. There's all of that. Every single bit of that. And stuff that I didn't do in the past with Bad Game Sunday because I was still, new and didn't really understand all of this. And now I've become more seasoned and I've learned all this. And I'm like, I need to really put some effort into this. There's going to be more special effects that I might have to be doing, especially even like minor things. The color grade is going to be a lot different, as you guys saw from the Remnants trailer. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Bad Game Sunday Remnants. It's a big deal. So basically, it is Bad Game Sunday Remastered. It's the first 4 seasons. So it's Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Part 1, and Season 4, Part 2. I am remastering even the gameplay ones. And we're going to talk about Bad Game Sunday's timeline. Right now, Bad Game Sunday's timeline is messy. It is really hard to put into place where things are on the timeline. So, what's happening now is as I'm making the videos, I am putting timestamps of where specifically they take place in the timeline. Not only that, I am going to release everything in order. So, for instance, Season 3 takes place at the earliest part of the timeline right now. And then I'm going to release it from there. It'll help maintain and correlate everything for the timeline. And then eventually I plan on releasing a full timeline-based video. And also, along with Remnants, I'm going to be putting all of season 1 through 4 together in one long form video called The Story So Far. So watch out for that, guys. That's going to be a little bit down the line. For right now, what's being released on Sunday is going to be Bad Game Sunday Season 3. Now, of course, I know what you guys are going to ask. What is, how are you going to present it and all that? So basically, there are going to actually be 3 versions. There's going to be one that's more story-based, but doesn't have all of the additional changes, like the new color grade, the new vocals, the new everything, the Foley, all that kind of stuff, the redesigned sound, everything like that. There's going to be a version for that. There's going to be the full remastered treatment, which is what's coming out this Sunday. So for the 3rd version, it's going to be, again, a long-form video, but it's going to be every single episode. Obviously, I can't do this for Season 1 and 2. So for Season 1 and 2, the full remastered treatment is going to be a more edited experience. I'm going to edit out the gameplay, which I have not touched these videos in half a decade. So my editing style has changed since then. Obviously, I edit a little bit more now. So we're going to go forward with that. And it's going to be good, guys. And then, of course, I'm going to release the long form that's, just the episodes back to back. That way you guys can enjoy it in its original form. And I know you guys are going to be thinking, are you going to release it in episodic format? No, I'm not going to release it in episodic format. These are going to be the different versions in long form format, meaning it's going to be the entire season each time. And those are going to be the 3 versions split out so that one is the full remastered treatments, just the storyline and all of that. There's going to be the storyline based version, which is going to be the original version of the videos with a brand new AI upscale to 4K. And then the long form video, which is an AI upscale to 4K, long form, original style of the video, all just put into one video. Alright guys, so hopefully that helps out with doing some stuff. The reason why I wanted to do Bad Game Sunday Remastered is, one, I have an AI upscaler now, and it really makes it possible. So for those who don't know why this couldn't be done in an earlier time, one, I didn't have an AI upscaler. Two, I'm now working with the original source files here, which I wasn't working with the source files at the time either because I didn't have raw footage. That's a video for Tuesdays, okay? But I'm not working with their original full glorious resolution of 1080p formats. I'm using the downloaded versions of the YouTube videos for season 3. I'm using the master format whenever the ones that I rendered out of season 4. And I am using I'm using mostly the source. I do have some that have to be the masters for season 4 part 2. And for seasons 1 and 2, those are both directly downloaded from YouTube. I have not seen those videos since 2015. So yeah, that's where we're at on that front. It's the reason why this has been such a issue that I've been wanting to tackle, but of course I can't do it until I have the proper tools and everything like that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end that video there. So I want to thank everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Check out awesome content I create, including the links you see at the end of this video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.